Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Off the Hook Outdoors. I am Ted, your host. And today we're doing a little bit of midday fishing. I haven't fished at this time all week, so I wanted to come down. It's warm out, but it's not too bad. So we're going to be fishing some frogs again today, see what they're doing. But this water that I was in last night, guys, if you haven't seen the stream from last night, I caught two monsters. Today, I'm starting in that same area. We're gonna go for about an hour or two, so I wanna just test it out because I gotta get back because we're going on the tube with the boys and my daughter and her friend. So we're gonna come out for a couple hours. We're gonna try it out and see what happens. If nothing happens, we're gonna be out here this evening again as well. So we're gonna start off obviously with the black frog. It's been working for me. That's what I've been catching them on. So I do see some fish coming up and boiling. So we're just gonna see what we can catch. I have you guys on the iPad as well, so we'll keep an eye on the iPad, and we're just going to keep working our way around here, guys. All right, so stay with me and we'll see what happens. We're into some nasty weeds, some nasty grass, but this is it got a lot worse than yesterday, so we're in some nasty stuff right now. We're gonna work our way down into the promised land where I was getting fish from before, and I think I'm gonna change my mic and put it on my hat or something, because I don't want to keep flipping on me here. Let me adjust the mic. Let me put the magnet on. We should be good with the magnet unless I get a monster and I knock it off into the water, but we'll see. Yeah, we're just gonna fish around, see what happens during this midday, because usually that's when I'm fishing the frogs mostly, is midday. That's when we have our best. That's when we have our best results. But I haven't fished midday all week. One time this week, and I didn't fish the frogs. I fished a bunch of other things. So I just seen one boil right here. So we'll see what happens. There's dragonflies chase the frog around too, which I think attracts the fish, actually. And sometimes I think they think that this is a big dragonfly sitting up on top, and they come up and blast it. Had some good success last night. I thought it would have been a lot better than it was, but we'll see how it happens today. We got Jason's in here. What's up, Jason? Thank you for coming in, buddy. I appreciate you. We're just doing some midday madness. It's a little hot, but it ain't as bad as it looks. Well, it ain't as bad as I thought. I thought it was going to be a lot worse, but it's not too bad out right now. So we'll see. We'll see as we get back into cleaner water, if anything helps. But yeah, we'll see. I usually fish. This is usually the time I fish frogs. My buddy and I will come out and fish this midday with the high sun. And these, you know, to keep the fish want to go back in the pads in high sun for cover. But the water is so green and nasty, I don't know if they need to go back in here at all. Because, ooh, there's one, just missed it. He just come out of the water, actually. See if we can't get on him again. this down. When you're in the sun all day, it gets hot. Looks like something was blown up right there. Looks like somebody dragged something out of there. See how many people come in midday for the midday madness. But yeah, we're gonna go for about an hour or two. There's a lot of dragonflies over here. Usually I love throwing into where the dragonflies are, because it means that there's probably fish there waiting to eat them. There's one, guys, told you. Little baby one. There's one. Right where the dragonflies are, just like I thought. Here you go. It's only about a 12-incher, but it's a start. It's a start. Very cool. Little 12-incher coming out of there. Let's see the chat here real quick. Let me get my towel. Get my towel out. Let me wipe my screen. Hey Ashley, what's up? Thank you, I appreciate you. Up in the air, what's up? Thanks, Jason. Yeah, there's a bunch of dragonflies over here, and I like to fire into these dragonflies. See what happens. There's an island over here. I thought that there would be a big fish sitting off of that island for sure. I like to see where the boils are as well. When you hear the fish, and I hear a lot of fish coming. I hear a lot of the kraken, like the little, the bluegills sucking the dragonflies, but usually where the bluegills are dragging and sucking the food up, the bass will be in that area anyway. But I don't know what's up with this block this weekend, or this week actually, but the block has done really well for me. You would think white would be good in here. But you could probably fish just where I'm standing all day if you wanted to. I'm just covering water and trying to find some active fish. If I sat here probably all day in this area, I'd catch fish. I don't know how often, but you definitely catch fish. There's so many little nooks and crannies in this stuff. You could just fish for hours in the same area and just probably just get a number of fish throughout the day. But what I'm trying to do is catch as many I can in a short period of time. And always fix your frog and squeeze your frog and all that stuff. All right, let's see if I can't pull one out of this. The wind is blowing me into these pads, so we want to get, man, I'm hearing all kinds of stuff splashing and blowing up. All right, we're just gonna keep moving. Get out into this cleaner water. Oh, there's a fish in there. Seen one jump. So there's some fishies in here. I seen them jumping. Coming out here, I seen a big water snake. It was enormous. Those things are nasty. I've had them come after me before on the boat. They'd come up to the boat and try to get in the dang boat. I just smack them with my rod. All right, let's try a different angle here. There's so many dragonflies out today. That usually means good stuff. So. Thanks, Ashley, for the share out. I appreciate you. See who else is in here. Hunting and stuff. Up in the air. What's up, guys? Thanks for coming in. Make sure you're hitting that like button. I shut off my live well. I was hoping to put some fish in there so far, but nothing. Just a 112-incher. I know I'm wearing the heck out of these 6-cent hush frogs. I'm wearing them down. Throwing them all week. Throwing them all week. Some kayakers coming down. How you doing? Good, how are you? Good. Any luck? Yeah, a couple. Yeah? What'd you get? Bass. Nice. We should get some fresh fish and grill it up with you. Have a good day, guys. I was throwing down on his edge a lot on the way out of here. I should probably be throwing over there, those pads. Because it is deep right there. It is deep in these pads. Yep, it's deep in them pads for sure. Let's get on this point here. Little. Hear them babies smack in the water. Dead rabbit, what's up? Yeah, this is we've done that. We've done some dropping of the in the weed lines, but it's I had my bandito bug out and I was messing with that, and I didn't have too much luck. It was real weedy, getting them on the weed, so I prefer to do the top water thing right now. But yeah, that's a good method, technique for sure. That one I just caught was just on a black frog. But yeah, it's definitely deep enough here, but it goes right into it's about 3 foot and then weeds. But it don't look bad for that. That's kind of a good technique for this area, I'm sure. Just don't really do it much. Here. All right, let's throw this white. Let's throw my bluegill pattern. Let's throw the bluegill pattern. That's funny. This was my frog setup for years that I'm using right now. I don't know what the heck that was. Some kind of weasel or beaver or something. I don't know what the hell it was. It come running. It looked like it ran on shore and then jumped in the water. So. No idea what that was. But the setup is so much lighter than my new setup. And I thought this was a heavy setup back in the day. And it's not. It's a lighter setup for sure. I have an All-Star 7-foot rod. This was a medium heavy action. And I used to have my beast reel on this, and I thought it was a heavy setup until I got the 6 Sense Vega rod. And that's a heavy setup. That's a good setup for fish, for frogging. Probably the best setup I've had. One of my favorite setups, besides my St. Croix Legend Senko rod. You're just scared of fish. That wasn't good. Thought they'd come after it and I scared them. All right, the wind's blowing us back out of this. And I'm gonna switch to the black when I get up here. Give it one more try over here. All right, let's do the black. We're gonna do the black up here, guys. Get Right, what's up, buddy? Thanks for coming in, guys. Appreciate you guys. Get Right is awesome. Awesome channel, awesome Facebook channel, great group of people. You guys get a chance, go check out Get Right. Go join their Facebook group. They're pretty awesome. They're on Facebook. I'm gonna get this up in the air. Here, get this junk off of it. All right, we got the mud out of it anyway. Just spread it back there fast. I just wanted to see. Now, every time I threw in this canal so far, every time I've been back here, I caught a fish. Just saying. But we're about halfway through it and I ain't got a bite yet, so we'll see. We're going into the park where I gave that kid that frog yesterday. And I did not get one in that little valley there, the little trail. See if we're in this good stuff. I'm always looking at the weeds around it, just to see if there's any movement. You know, anything's moving in the weeds, coming for it or moving away from it, different things. Okay, we're gonna go right in the middle here. See, I could see the fish coming up for the dragonflies. Yeah, but you're right about pitching these stuff. You could pitch your stuff and flip into this stuff and pull out a monster probably. I just like the top water action. When you're having action. There's dragonflies over there. Oh, I know. Dragonflies would work good, but in this stuff, my dragonflies I had custom made from Florida, and they look awesome. But they're very light. Okay, so on a light rod with a spinning rod, and it's very hard in the wind to throw them because I've caught them on it, but in open water, you can't throw them in this thick stuff. It's very hard to get a spinning rod and get them in this thick stuff and get them out of here. No, that wasn't a good throw. See if there's anything right next to the shore here. Sometimes they're in there. A lot of little fish blowing up. There's one, guys. Good head shake. Oh, he got off. All right, so that was a good one. He got off. He got caught in that muck, and I gave him a little bit of leeway, and he got off. He was a good one. That was a big one. It'd been nice to have him. On here. What the heck happened to mine? All right. Yep. He got off right there. Maybe I didn't set the hook well enough, but he got off when he got into the pads. Like I was dragging him through it, but when they get down and they turn and they get into that real thick stuff, you can't give them any leeway. You can't give them any slack. They'll just spit the hook. And that's exactly what that one did. So, but he was a good one, for sure. Check the chat, get a drink of water on that one, because that hurt. That one hurt. Let's get a drink of water real quick. Take a break.